Do you remember Kyle Rittenhouse, the teenager who got arrested for allegedly shooting down three guys during a protest?
As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Me and my team have decided to launch the Media Accountability Project as a tool to help fundraise and hold the media accountable for the lies they said and deal with them in court.
In a surprising turn of events, an unverified claim has surfaced on social media suggesting that Kyle Rittenhouse, the young man involved in a high-profile legal case, has taken legal action against Whoopi Goldberg for an alleged unpaid settlement agreement, according to a tweet by an anonymous fan. Rittenhouse has purportedly placed a lien on Goldberg's Beverly Hills mansion for a staggering $22 million, citing her failure to fulfill their settlement agreement. The tweet reads, "Whoopi Goldberg still hasn't paid Kyle Rittenhouse for their settlement agreement. Kyle just put a lien on her Beverly Hills mansion for $22 million. She left me no choice." It is important to note that this information has not been verified by any credible sources and its authenticity remains questionable. However, given the widespread attention the tweet has garnered, it is worth exploring the possibility that there might be some truth behind this unconfirmed claim. If indeed accurate, this situation would bring a lot of consequences to Whoopi. For context, on the fateful night of August 25, 2020, the city of Kenosha, Wisconsin, became the backdrop for a tragic series of events that would capture the nation's attention against the backdrop of protests, riots, and civil unrest following the shooting of Jacob Blake. 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, hailing from Antioch, Illinois, found himself at the heart of a deeply disturbing incident. Armed with an AR-15 style rifle, Rittenhouse had joined a group of individuals in Kenosha, all claiming to be there to protect businesses. Amid the chaos in the midst of the turmoil, Rittenhouse encountered 36-year-old Joseph Rosenbaum, an unarmed Kenosha resident. In a sudden, horrifying escalation, Rosenbaum lunged at Rittenhouse, attempting to wrest control of the rifle. After throwing a plastic shopping bag at him, in a matter of moments, Rittenhouse fired 4 shots at close range, tragically ending Rosenbaum's life. The situation only grew more chaotic as Rittenhouse fled, pursued by an agitated crowd. Among his pursuers was 26-year-old Anthony Huber from Silver Lake, who valiantly tried to intervene. Armed with nothing but a skateboard, Huber struck Rittenhouse and grappled with him in an attempt to disarm him. Tragically, Huber's actions cost him his life as Rittenhouse shot him once in the chest. Amid the chaos, another man, 26-year-old Gay Gross from West Dallas, entered the fray, pointing a handgun at Rittenhouse. Gross became the target of Rittenhouse's gunfire. He was struck once in the right arm, but miraculously survived his injuries. In the aftermath of these horrifying events, Kenosha County prosecutors swiftly brought charges against Rittenhouse. He faced 2 counts of homicide, 1 count of attempted homicide, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment, all coupled with charges of unlawful possession of a firearm and curfew violation. The subsequent trial, which unfolded from November 1 to 19, 2021, became a focal point of national attention throughout the trial. Prosecutors painted Rittenhouse as a criminal gunman, emphasizing the gravity of his actions. In stark contrast, Rittenhouse's defense team staunchly argued that he had acted in self-defense. Their narrative contended that Rittenhouse was confronted by a menacing mob that attacked him in the street, leaving him with no choice but to use force necessary to prevent imminent death or grave bodily harm. The trial, presided over by Judge Bruce Schroeder, was marked by intense legal arguments and impassioned testimonies. Ultimately, Judge Schroeder dismissed the charges of unlawful possession and curfew violation due to lack of legal support. A jury, after careful consideration of the evidence, rendered a verdict not guilty on the remaining charges.
As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Me and my team have decided to launch the Media Accountability Project as a tool to help fundraise and hold the media accountable for the lies they said and deal with them in court.
Carlson then asked Rittenhouse if he would be suing news organizations that maliciously lie about people who are in the news. He responded, "Yes, sir. We're going to be holding them accountable." Tucker Rittenhouse: "I don't want to see anybody else have to deal with what I went through, so I want to hold them accountable for what they did to me because I don't want to see anybody have to go through what I went through. During the interview, Rittenhouse mentioned they plan to be taking on numerous people, specifically mentioning Whoopi Goldberg is on the list now. If you happen to have missed it in 20, Whoopi Goldberg, one of the co-hosts on ABC's The View, shared her perspective on Rittenhouse's actions, saying even all the excuses in the world does not change the fact that 3 people got shot, 2 people were unalive to me. I'm sorry. In any case, since 2022, Kyle Rittenhouse has allegedly wanted to sue Whoopi Goldberg, among others, for what he said are lies that she has spread about him. Rittenhouse has become a spokesperson for America's Second Amendment rights, which protects the right to bear arms now. If the claims about the $22 million lien on Goldberg's Beverly Hills mansion were accurate, the immediate consequence would be substantial financial strains. Such a burden could impact her personal assets and overall financial stability. The prospect of court-ordered payments coupled with potential fees and penalties could exacerbate this situation, creating a significant legal and financial challenge. Beyond the financial realm, Goldberg might face reputational damage due to negative publicity resulting from the legal dispute. Public figures often find their careers intricately tied to public perception, and tarnish one's image. Reputational harm might extend to her career in the entertainment industry, affecting opportunities in film, television, and endorsements. Casting directors and producers may reconsider their association with Goldberg, fearing negative publicity could impact their projects. Moreover, her role as a co-host on The View might be affected. Controversies involved in a host could lead to decreased viewership and sponsorships. The network and production team might struggle to manage internal conflicts and maintain the show's smooth operation amidst the negative publicity. However, fans are not feeling the least bit sorry for her. You see, Whoopi has been under intense scrutiny for some time, facing a barrage of criticism due to her controversial comments on The View. Many believe it's high time for her to face the repercussions of her words. For starters, in 2022, Whoopi had the audacity to drop majorly controversial comments about the Holocaust. Yep, you heard it right, the Holocaust, that incredibly sensitive historical tragedy that still haunts us. Whoopi didn't just stir the pot, she practically lit it on fire. She alleged that the Holocaust, which tragically claimed the lives of more than 6 million Jewish people, is not about racism. It's about man's inhumanity to man. Said something that I feel a responsibility for not leaving unexamined because my words upset so many people, which was never my intention. Let's just say that her words didn't go over too well. The whispers of Whoopi's audacious comments spread like wildfire through the grapevine, leaving jaws dropped and tongues wagging. She didn't just tiptoe around the edge of controversy, she dove headfirst into the tumultuous waters of historical sensitivity and stirred up a storm that might take eons to settle. The fallout from Whoopi's contentious remarks was nothing short of explosive. Critics and historians alike were quick to condemn her words, highlighting the insensitivity and ignorance that they conveyed. What's more, ABC News president Kim Godwin wasn't having any of it. She swiftly swooped in and dropped the bombshell, effective immediately. I'm suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. The entire ABC News organization stands in solidarity with our Jewish colleagues, friends, family, and communities. Goldberg has also faced backlash from fans after asking inappropriate questions, such as an incident where she wrongly asked her co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin if she was pregnant, to which the former White House Director of Strategic Communications yelled, "No."